Listen, something I got to get off my mind. God ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in this world today. We can't blame God for none of this foolishness that's going on. The homosexuality, the lesbianism, the drug abuse, the hatred, the racism, the bitterness, the murder, the strife, the jealousy. We can't blame God for that. We can't blame God. God said, let us make man in our image, in our likeness. And then God gave us rule to exercise ultimate power and authority on this earth. And God said, and give them power over the cattle, over the earth, over the flying things, the creeping things, and over everything that's on this earth. God said, give them authority over it, give them a dominion over it. God gave it to us. And then once God gave it to us, he said, okay, now y'all handle it. Y'all deal with it. Because I can't come back into this. God, I've given it over to you. Now see what you're going to do with it. Now you can see what we're doing with it. You can see how we screwed it up and how we messed it up and how we destroyed it. A God that gave us everything we needed to make it on this earth. Everything that we needed to make it on this earth. But we chose to destroy it. We chose to destroy it. Everything. Everything that was beautiful on this earth. You can't even go down the street now and pick off an apple tree, get an apple off the apple tree or banana or any of those things, man, because man has took it and has controlled it and has destroyed it. God told man to have dominion, not over people, but over the earth. But man chose to be deceitful and rob it and strip it of everything beautiful. Even to the point where God said, it repenteth me that I made man on this earth. It repenteth me that I even made you. Because your heart is wicked, deceitfully wicked. He says, above all, who can even know it? Out of your heart comes murder, strife, envy, jealousy, murder, adultery, fornication, witchcraft. All this stuff comes out of you. Because you didn't choose to do it God's word. He said, don't eat from the tree of good and evil, but you chose evil instead of good. The first murder, now we can't stop murdering each other. First lie, now we can't stop lying to each other about everything. And then we got the audacity to turn around and say it's God. God did it. He tells you a man who don't work can't eat, but then a man don't want to work and then he want to blame God because he can't find a job or whatever. You don't want a job because you're a lazy bum. And you sit around, now you're going to talk about God. I'm watching a video on YouTube and a young lady's on there talk like she's going to discredit God and blame God for all the stuff that happened in the Old Testament. That's man. That's not God. God's sitting back looking at you saying, man, look at this foolishness. Look at this foolishness. And they come up with all the murder and strife and robbing and killing each other. And then they turn around and say, God told me to kill everybody. And they say, God ain't tell you to kill nobody. It's not. You think God created man in his image and his likeness and gave you everything to have a dominion over, all these beautiful things, that he wanted to destroy his creation? That's all man stuff. The wars, the murder, the false gods, the false deities. That's all man-made crap. Then we want to turn around and blame him. But God so loved you so much, he even sends his son to try to redeem us, and we don't even want to do that right. We're gamers, man. We're players, man. We like to do a lot of foolish crap. I got a granddaughter right now down in Georgia. She got a little income tax. And every nigga in the world want to try to get money from her. She got 2 kids, but they trying to pull from her, take everything she can, because you niggas is wicked. Wicked. This effing wicked. Nobody told me to shoot dope. Nobody told me to snort dope. Nobody told me to smoke weed. Nobody told me to drink wine and liquor. I did it on my own. I ain't never blamed nobody for the foolishness that I did but myself. The way I chose that crap. I'm not going to blame God for my foolishness. I'm not going to blame God for my ignorance, my stupidity, with this racism, this hatred that's in this world, with this sexual immorality, this whoremongering. Going to turn around and blame God. You choosing this crap yourself. Don't start blaming God for, oh, God's a murderer and God a hater. He's a hater. That's a lie. He gave men dominion, and this is what we choose to do with it. We chose to steal, to kill, and destroy. That's what we chose. The Bible tells us God came to give us life and give it to us more abundantly. He said, I wish above all things that you prosper, even as your soul prospers. He gives us a word and a book for us to live by, but we chose evil instead of goodness. Then he shows us how to fight against principalities, but we choose to align with principalities. We got crap on YouTube and TikTok talking about men coming out of prison, talking about who they screwed and how they went down on and all this old crap and making them celebrities. Are you effing kidding me, man? We're choosing this filth. We're choosing who we make gods and who we make goddesses. We're choosing this crap. Are you kidding me? If you hung in the streets, you know what's going on in the streets, man. You know how we rolled in the streets. We brung this crap on ourselves. Stop blaming God for this foolishness. Stop blaming God for the foolishness that we're doing in this world. If you're lazy, you don't want to get off your butt, don't blame God. I'm watching young niggas don't want to do nothing. They run around talking about they killers, and then like all these shows now, or every time you turn on YouTube or you turn on TikTok, all you see is skits about somebody gangster women, hit ladies, hitting men, murders and killers. We choosing this evil. That's why God said, choose between good and evil. And we chose evil. We make movies about this shit. Then we're going to sit back and say, God didn't create this world for that. But we're so stupid and blind that we chose darkness. We chose evilness. That's what we chose. But the men out there that's trying to do the right thing, men out there that's trying to raise their kids the right way, we got to fight against all this BS. All this BS. We got to maneuver all the BS. You can't even have a family that some nigga want to try to destroy their family or some woman trying to destroy their family. Are you kidding me? We are blind. That's why the Bible tells us if this gospel is hit to them that are lost with the God of this world. Even though God created us and gave us dominion, he gave us a book of laws for us to go by to guide us through this world. To guide us through this foolishness. But we don't want to hear because we think we know. If you got the gift of gab, you think you know. You don't know crap. You don't know crap. You want to act like you know. You want to act like you down. You mean darn friends I lost? You mean darn friends ain't here today? Because of the moves that we made? You mean friends I got in jail that's been in jail since 77, that's been locked up because of the moves they made? Stupid moves. Getting drunk and high and doing something crazy that you regret for the rest of your life. Then we sit back and try to blame God. You can't blame God for nothing. If I was God, I'd wipe all this crap out. Because we're sick. We're messed up. They showing crap on YouTube and TikTok. Well, these foreigners over here messing with dogs, animal, bestiality. We got all this foolishness going on. Then we got the church playing games that don't even want to tell you what time it is. God is trying to save us out of this foolishness, but we're choosing to be whores. We're choosing to be whoremongers. We talk about sex all the time. About, yeah, this how I get down. This how I do it. I slide, but I do it. You fool, you're crazy. You lost your mind, you're reprobate. And then we want to blame God. We want to blame God for slavery. We want to blame God. God ain't got nothing to do with none of that foolishness. But I'm here to let you know. It's time to come out of this foolishness, man. Time to stop this foolishness. I'm telling you, there's a group of brothers out there. I'm a praise on them. I'm a praise on. Yes, sir. I'm a praise on right now, and that's IUIC, Bishop Nathaniel, and them brothers, man, them men that's standing up for the gospel that goes on the corners, that used to be gangbangers, used to be out there slinging, used to be out there in and out of jail. Now they're reading the Bible every day. Now they're telling you about how good God is, and the only thing we could do is criticize the men that's talking about taking care of their family, men that's trying to live it. But we rather have sissy pastors with their little skinny jeans on, their Louis Vuitton shirts and stuff on, walking around like they somebody special. But brothers that's sitting around that's actually fighting the fight, and they all over. We want to criticize and tear down. Once God starts raising up real men, they ain't falling for the okie doke, but trying to raise you up and give you some understanding. You want to fight them. Tell them they ain't of God. We done lost our minds. We are messed up, man. We're messed up. I'm telling you, we're messed up. But you better stop blaming God for this foolishness. God gave man dominion. And this is the mess that we're in right now. God out.